For our audience, thinking about ET contact, how does it usually happen?
Several ways. It can happen in 3D, or it can happen in a multidimensional way through channeling and through meditating. In fact, I have a 3-part series on my YouTube channel, Alien Spirit TV. It's a brand new 3-part series on how to channel and how to meet otherworldly beings, how to connect with otherworldly beings. And I have heard from many people who've done the guided meditations that I include in these videos, guided meditations where you hear my voice guiding you to connect with another being, whether it's an angel or an ET. It's just another worldly being. They're all ETs. And so it can be done that way. And many people have communicated with ETs watching these videos. And these communications have been really pivotal for them, because it started to connect the dots of what's been going on their whole entire life. I had one person actually draw a picture of the ET that she saw during this channeled meditation in my video, and it answered to her what had been happening to her since childhood and started to put all the pieces together. And that's very rewarding. As far as a 3D event, that can happen any way. We've all heard the stories about someone hiking in the woods or camping in the woods, driving down a deserted road, all those kind of scenarios. Although the vast majority of ET contact is not in 3D, it's through the dimensions. It's multidimensional.
Okay. I used to think not long ago that you know, people having contact experience, you know, maybe numbered in the hundreds, maybe low thousands. And Kathleen Marden opened my eyes to the actual numbers of people having experiences, and she actually talked 7 figures. That's amazing.
I think it's millions, because of the interdimensional reality to it. So 3D contact might be thousands, but once we get into the reality of the multidimensional contact, it's millions.
Right. So you say a lot of people just aren't aware of it?
Correct. They're not aware of it. They don't believe it. And many people aren't even aware of themselves and their energy, and how your energy just keeps going into infinity. And your energy has information in it, and it has frequency, it has sound, and it has light in it. And that you're having more than one experience. It's not just this. Like, as I'm talking to you, as you're talking to me right now, both of us are also talking with other beings in the other dimensions right now. And through meditation and through awareness, we can plug into those aspects. We can plug into the other parts of ourselves that are having these communications. The best way to do that is through meditation. And also, dreams are not, there's many different kinds of dreams, but there's also dreams that are real events where you're traveling and you're in communication with other beings.
Okay, so I guess that's the safe way to make contact. Is there still a slight hint of danger for people doing it?
Well, I believe you are in total control of your experience. For most of my life, I feared the grays. I thought they were evil. I thought they were bad. I thought they were picking on me, and I thought they were victimizing me. But the reason for that was because of my own personal filter. For most of my life, I was a victim, and I played the victim role beautifully. I've been married twice, and I was in abusive situations. And there have also been other situations where I also played the victim. So my lens, the eyeglasses that I was wearing just to look at life, was, everyone's picking on me, everyone is hurting me, oh my gosh, I'm the victim all the time. So when I had these interactions with the grays, that's my same perception. They're picking on me, they're hurting me, this is not for my benefit. Once I started the deep introspection of looking inside of myself, I had to know, why did I pick 2 abusive people? Why? It's something in me. I can't blame them. It's not their fault. It is within me that I did that. And then I choose to wear the lens of a victim. Well, I have to take those glasses off. Once I did that, that's through deep introspection. Then I started to see that my contact with the grays was all for my benefit. They're all very kind. It was to help me. And so the danger comes in your own personal perception. How do you view yourself? How do you view the world? How do you view other people? You are you no matter where you go. If you think that you're a victim and you come in contact with an ET, you might do the same thing that I did. You might think that they're being mean to you, they're picking on you, this is not for your benefit. But if you don't view the world like that, then your ET contact can be very, very beautiful and supportive and nurturing. And so I ask everyone to really look inside and try and figure out what is my perspective and what is my viewpoint on life and myself, because that affects every single experience that you have, whether it's on Earth or off Earth.
Yeah. So I guess you also have to be careful about the way you talk about yourself.
Oh, yes. You mean using positive words instead of negative
Well,
words and
you know,
things
you
like
talk about our energy, you know, going out and it keeps going to infinity. But I guess when you speak, the same thing happens.
Absolutely. Energy comes out of our mouths, and there's energies in letters, and there's energies in sounds. There's everything. And so it's very important to do your best to speak high frequency words, to speak high frequency letters, to eat high frequency food, to have high frequency thoughts, and to exude a high frequency. The higher the frequency you exude, you're going to align with high frequency beings as well. Those beings being humans and also otherworldly beings.
Okay. So we talk about a lot of ET races. Is there one particular ET who keeps showing up, who seems to be there more times than others? Like one particular race?
Right now in my life, yes. There is a group of ETs that I've come in contact with several times. The first time I came in contact with a version of them was actually just last March. And when I say a version of them is, I call these beings the blues, because when they are in their mature form, there are different shades of blues, and you can't really even draw them because they're just light. And when you look at them, they're just this constant moving kaleidoscope of light, and they're gorgeous. It's blue light and silver light, and then right here every now and then would be this flash of spring green. That is the mature version of that kind of being. I was also in contact with the other versions. So when they're first born, they come out as these four-legged beings that look like white dogs. And on my YouTube channel, I have the video about, I call it my white dog encounter. And then as they mature, then they turn into these 3 or 4 foot tall, luminescent, white luminescent beings. And then they turn into these taller blue beings. And these taller blue beings have given me information about DNA activation, that I have started a series on my YouTube channel about how to activate your DNA and raise your frequency. And they also gave me information about Tesla and Disney and Tchaikovsky.
Wow.
Yeah, they told me that all 3 of those men were channelers. They were in contact with different groups of ETs, in particular who I call the blues. And the blues are very loving. And Disney and Tesla actually met. And when you listen to Tchaikovsky music, which is my favorite composer ever since I was a little girl, so is Disney. Of course, we all love Disney, and everyone loves Tesla too, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you listen to Tchaikovsky music, it activates packets of DNA inside of you. So it helps you fulfill your purpose. It's a very high frequency music with the intent of raising your frequency and activating your DNA. So it's not a coincidence that one of Disney's most famous movies, Fantasia, is Tchaikovsky music.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. So less rock, more classic.
Yes, and it's not just Tchaikovsky, it's others too.
Yeah.
But music plays a big role in affecting our frequency.